Mummy, how are you all? Welcome to today's episode of Wellness Mummy TV, and today we're going to do something a little bit different, and we're going to go down into my kitchen and I'm going to show you how to make the most yummy thing you can always have in your fridge, and it's fantastic to have for breakfast or just as a snack. My kids even take it in a little container to school for a snack, and it's chia seed pudding. Now, you've probably heard a lot about chia seeds. They used to be very rare. No one really ate them much, but they're everywhere now. You can buy them in Coles, you can buy them in health food shops. They're, chia seed this, chia seed that, but they are an amazing, and I really do think they are a superfood. They're the tiniest little seeds, and they can actually swell to 30 times their size, and they absorb whatever liquid they're put in. So I've used chia seeds to thicken casseroles, to thicken soups. I use it instead of sugar in jams. I know that sounds, that wouldn't taste good, but the fruit sugar's enough, so it does. But it's a wonderful thickener, and what I'm going to make this morning for you guys is a vanilla coconut chia seed pudding. So I tend to make it once a week into like a mason jar, and I just keep it in the fridge. As I said, my third little girl, she absolutely loves it and will take it to school for morning tea. It's fantastic as a snack, just mixed with some berries or some nuts or pumpkin seeds, pepitas, anything like that. It's delicious. It's extremely good for you. It's really high in fiber. It's high in omega-3 fatty acids, which is really important for your body, as it's an essential fatty acid, which means you can't produce it, so you have to ingest it. And omega-3 is really, really good for your skin, brain development. Chia seeds are a fantastic source of energy, and they've been used, people have used them for carbohydrate loading instead of normal sugar. And because it's soluble fiber as well, it lowers cholesterol in the body. So it's an all-round amazing thing, and it's delicious. That's the other thing, is they're really yummy. So I'm going to go downstairs and I'm going to have a go at piecing this video together. We'll see how it goes. But I really hope you enjoy it. And if you haven't made chia pudding, make one. You can actually buy chia pods in Coles and Woolworths. But it's so much easier just to make your own. It's really economical. Chia seeds aren't that expensive. You don't need a lot of them. And it's always on hand. So if it's made on Sundays, preparation day, I love preparation day. If you get it sorted on a Sunday, it's in the fridge, you've always got that healthy snack. And the other thing is, if you get to the end of the day and you're having your cup of tea and you think, oh, I'd really like something sweet, make a coconut chia seed pudding, but pop in some cacao. So that's a raw form of chocolate powder from the cocoa plant, and it's just like chocolate mousse that's got little bits, but it's delicious. So have a go. I really hope you enjoy this. I hope piecing this video together works. We'll see how my skills are traveling with technological stuff. I don't think that's a word. Doesn't matter. Have the best day ever. Enjoy it. Let me know if you're trying chia seed and if you've made one and how it turned out. See you later. Okay guys, so now I'm down in the kitchen and I'm going to show you how I would make a chia pudding. So first of all, I've got some light coconut milk that I just bought at Coles, and I've just got a mason jar, which is just, you can get these at Coles as well, or you can get them at the $2 shop even. And then I've got some black chia seeds. Gosh, they came from Coles too. I should work at Coles. Anyhow, I've got some black chia seeds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the can of coconut milk, and I'm going to tip it in. Hopefully I don't spill it. So I'm just going to tip it into the jar like so. Now the jar's nice and clean. So about half. Is that about half? Yep, about halfway. And then I'm going to tip in some chia seeds. Now chia seeds are amazing. They can actually swell up to 30 times their size. So what I do, and I've said before, I don't really measure things. So I just kind of pop in some chia seeds like so. So I suppose that was maybe a quarter of the packet. And then I'm just going to get a spoon and I'm going to give it a good stir. Now what happens is the chia seeds actually swell and they absorb the coconut milk. And you can see that. Okay, so it's just kind of like, I don't know if you can see that very well. So they're just kind of floating in there. Now they'll actually absorb it. They will still keep a bit of the colour. You can use white chia seeds if, and there's really no difference between white and black. So that's coconut milk. It's light coconut milk. And then I've got some chia seeds. And then the only other thing that I sometimes add if I'm feeling fancy, and today I'm feeling fancy, is a little bit of vanilla. So this is actually just organic vanilla. I'll show you that. And it's really just ground up vanilla beans. You'll find that vanilla essence and things like that have a lot of sugar and they've got chemicals in them. So this really is just ground up 100% organic vanilla beans. Vanilla is quite expensive, but because it's pure vanilla, I'll show you what it looks like. Can you see? That's just vanilla bean ground up. You only need the tiniest bit for the flavour, and I love vanilla, so that's how much I'm going to put in. It's like, I wouldn't even say it was a quarter of a teaspoon. So I tap that in, give it another, I can already start to feel that that's starting to gelatinize and thicken. And so that's my pudding. Now what I am going to do, I'm just going to add the tiniest bit of water into there, just to take it up a bit and just to water it down. Now this video is going to be fancy because, as I said, it's a fancy day. I'm going to come back and show you how that's thickened. Now sometimes it's not thick enough and I'll just add a few more chia seeds, and sometimes I've never really made it too thick. I don't know if you can. Anyway, I will see you very soon, and I'll also show you how to make a delicious breakfast with the chia pudding. Okay, so I'm back downstairs and I've just had a look in the kitchen at the chia seed pudding. That's about 10 minutes I think I've left it. And you can see here it's still actually a little bit runny. I don't know if you can actually see that consistency. It's a bit tricky, isn't it? In there. So what I'm going to do, you can see that they've swollen a bit. You can see those there. So they have swollen a little bit, but it's still a little bit too runny. It's not really like a mousse or a pudding. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a little bit more chia seed. So you don't need much because you don't want it to go too thick. But look here, you'll see those on there. Can you see how they've swollen on there? So they remind me of, what are those? Passion fruit seeds. They're not that big. And they taste quite delicious. Anyhow, okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit more in. Okay, so probably a tablespoon, not even dessert spoon. I'm going to give it a good stir, and you can see how that it sounds so much thicker. Another stir. Tap, tap, tap. And I'm going to pop the lid back on and pop it back in the fridge. So I'm pretty sure that'll be perfect this time. So you can see that, and they're going to keep swelling. And then I'm going to come back downstairs in about 10 minutes, and I'm going to make a yummy breakfast that you could make with chia seed pudding. Okie doke, so we're back downstairs again, and our chia seed pudding is perfect this time. Now you can see here, it's not runny at all anymore. It's kind of got a nice thick consistency, and that will continue to thicken up. So in the fridge, but as I said, like, that's only half an hour. Now, can you see into there? That looks a bit weird, doesn't it? It's really weird filming this, how I am. Anyway, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make a delicious breakfast. Now, if you make this on a Sunday, as I said before, it's in the fridge, it's ready to go. You always have a healthy snack on hand. You can mix in some cacao powder to make it a chocolate chia pudding with coconut and vanilla. Sounds yummy. Anyway, that's what we're doing. Okay. We're moving right along because I want to show you a really easy brekkie. Now, I've got a Thermomix, I've got a blender, I've got a stick blender. I love blenders. I love food processing. Anyway, this is just what I'm going to show today. It's just actually come with my bar mix thing. I'll show you. You know these kind of little attachments? And it just clicks onto the top. So that's what I'm going to use today. I often throw it in the Thermomix, but use whatever you've got. You don't need to have a specific, as long as it chops things, you're good. Okay, in here I'm going to chuck in half an apple. I've just taken the core out, and I've kept the other half an apple. I might throw that in a smoothie for the kids. So there's half an apple. I'm going to pop in just a handful. So it's not much. It's just like a handful of almonds. And this would be enough to feed myself and my husband, probably my eldest. Oh, they all like it. So, okay, so we've got a handful of almonds. Then I'm going to get just some medjool dates and just take this seed out. So it's very simple like that. Break him in half, chuck him in, and I'm going to pop 2 of those in. That just gives it a beautiful flavour as well, and dates are so good for your body. Okay, so we've got that, and then I'm going to pop in a tiny, oh, I just broke that, a little bit of coconut. Now you can use shredded, flaked, desiccated, fresh, anything. Any coconut's perfect. I'm going to chuck it in. That's pretty much it. So I'll show you what I've got there. So you can see I've got the coconut, the dates, the almonds, and this is actually called Keda. So if you hear someone talk about Keda, coconut, almonds, apples, dates. That's what the Keda stands for. Now this is just a warning, this is going to be a little bit noisy, but it's not for long, so just bear with me. Okay, and it's just a pulsing action. Can you see? Help if I plugged it in. That would be very helpful. Not that plug. Okay. Okie doke. And so I'm going to pulse it. Okay, oh that's why, because it's not turned up. That's better. Okay, so you can see now, it's not processed heaps, it's just chopped, really. So it's not really fine, it's just chopped. And what I would do is I would, oh, I'm making a mess. Tip some of that in the bowl, like so. And as I said, this would feed a couple of us, so there's that. Then what I would do is I would get just some natural Greek yogurt. Hey, so I've just got some Greek yogurt. I just get a tablespoon of Greek yogurt and pop it in the bowl like so. And then I'm going to put in some of my chia seeds. So you can see now I've got that. I'm just going to get a tablespoon of chia seed and pop it in the bowl. So you can see that consistency. I'm going to try really hard not to spill that on my laptop because that would be really bad. Like so. And then I've just got some fruit that I got out sorted before with some berries. I'm just going to sprinkle some berries. Now that is an amazing breakfast. It's colourful. That's not working for me. Hold on. Oh, that's good. Okay, so I've got chia seed pudding, some Greek yogurt, beautiful fresh berries and grapes, and then I've got my Keda. Now, if you look at this, this is lots of colours, so it's got lots of vitamins and minerals. It's got lots of fibre in your dates and your chia seed pudding. It's got some dairy in the yogurt. It's got protein in it, which will keep us full, and protein's the building blocks of life, so it will help keep my muscles and bones and everything healthy. Got lots of antioxidants. That is super duper breakfast, peoples. I really hope you enjoyed today's episode of Wellness Mummy TV. Have a go at making it and post me a photo. I'd love to see how yours turned out. Have the best day ever. If you have any questions or I can help you in any way, please email me at heidi@wellnessmummy.com and I will see you soon. Bye.